Hey folks, if you're looking for an in-depth review, you're in the right place. As for today, I'll be talking about Froach Club's Melon Journey, or rather their recent sequel, Bittersweet Memories, which, as far as follow-ups go, is fairly standalone, which makes it easy enough to sink your teeth into. That said, did this bittersweet experience have me coming back for seconds, or was it rotten to the core? I'm your host, Arlyeon. Let's find out together. Some people feel like they live at work, but for Honeydew, this is more of a fact. Something that makes the rare instances she can find time away from the melon soda factory all the more important. Unfortunately, it's not long before things get complicated. Like the fact that her friend's intended meeting place of Hogstown is notably anti-melon, in tandem with the whole accidentally smuggling melon seeds into town. Also, your friend might be missing. Yeah, this is really putting a damper on the whole take a break from work and relax thing, and it only gets weirder from there. But that's honestly a large part of Melon Journey's charm, because even though there might be some mysteries at the heart of this seedy city, there's also just a lot to do and explore in Hogstown and the surrounding areas, whether it's the small short stories that unfurl in the day-to-day lives of its denizens over the game's 3 acts, or the central narrative. You have a slew of zany circumstances to soak in and a plethora of puns to suffer through. In fact, the sheer amount of small optional segments it had to find and engage with were a lot of fun, as were the small permutations to explore, many of which you should explore if you're hoping to encounter the game's hidden epilogue. That said, I do feel it necessary to emphasize something here, and that's the simple fact that the story elements are central to Melon Journey. While there is some minor adventure-flavored exploration to do in the game, there's really not that much to do insofar as puzzle solving or the like, making this feel more akin to a dialogue-centric walking simulator at certain junctures. Still, even with that relative limitation, I still found plenty of things to do, such as new optional scenes to stumble over, or even smaller tidbits like seeing the repercussions for earlier actions. That machine had it coming. Though it definitely felt a lot better to do once I'd unlocked the rollerblades in game, since getting the ability to move quickly around the map did a lot insofar as mitigating the amount of time I spent backtracking. I won't complain that much. As far as landscapes to wander through, Melon Journey isn't bad. Seriously, there's something simultaneously cartoonish but cozy about the game's aesthetic. Visually, the areas are pretty nice, and they do a decent job of showcasing where you can go or what you can interact with. That said, the part I really enjoyed was all the various character animations. It was honestly a treat to discover new things the game's cast could do. That, or the fact that your ability to save everywhere also has accompanying character portraits in the loading menu based on where you saved. It's really endearing. The quality of the sound design also lends itself well to the experience, whether it's the sound effects, the music, or even the small bits of voice work that crop up. It all just enhances the experience. But was it worth it? Well, in my case, I certainly enjoyed the journey. While it does feel a bit like a rudimentary title on a strictly mechanical level, if you're looking for a goofy world to soak in for an afternoon and maybe an evening with a small dash of hammy but wholesome storytelling, I feel this would be a good fit. Honestly, on a narrative front, it's definitely a hit. Though, if you're looking for something crunchier on the gameplay side of things to really invest yourself in or challenge yourself with, it may fall short, given that it very much embodies the idea of a casual experience. Anywho, thanks for tuning in. If you agree, disagree, or just have something to say to me, feel free to comment. And if you enjoy my efforts to create new indie reviews, interviews, and gaming content, hit the subscribe button and the bell. For the Discord savvy folks, there's a link to my community, the Crit Hit Cauldron, in the video description, and to my Patreon if you're curious to see reviews before they hit YouTube, or just to support me and the other members of Crit Hit. Also, to my Twitch, I will get back to it someday so you can watch me get dunked on in indie games live. That said, I'll catch you in the next episode of Crit Hit. Take care till then, folks.